Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a lovely week and I hope you managed to get some sewing time in. I've actually been quite a busy bee on the sewing machine this week. You know when you get on a roll and you start getting that sojo back and you start thinking of things that you've maybe seen months ago that you'd forgotten all about that you want to start trying, certain patterns that maybe have popped up that have been on your radar for many years. Well, that's how I feel at the moment. I've made a couple of new things. I've got a new make on from the bespoke box from March, which of course was the Dreamscape box. I've also got lots of brand new fabrics, especially for heading into autumn, winter, some beautiful corduroy, some Dashwood Studios, and some gorgeous Cousette corduroys as well. Some patterns that have been released, and yeah, I want to talk a little bit about this, but we haven't got pics of this yet. And the one on the mannequin I've made in the Madame Iris Keo print, I haven't taken pics of, so they'll be coming next week. I'll have a whole vlog talking all about my experience sewing the Fibre Mood India. So that is coming. So that is really beautiful fabric. And of course the Dahlia Sewciety fabric, with one more bolt of this coming hopefully by next week. And that's the last I can get of it. It's absolutely sold out on a Dahlia Sewciety over in Belgium. It has been one of their most popular fabrics, and I was lucky enough to get the last bit of that bolt. So if you're wanting to get that fabric, if it comes in, we've got one bolt left and you've got your name on the wait list, it's basically first in, first served. So once that email goes out, you've got to be so quick. Their releases are not done in huge volume, so it's really hard to navigate when things sell, of course, how much is left in the suppliers. Sometimes they reproduce things many months later, sometimes they don't. So it's just a matter of luck. But I absolutely love this fabric. It's one of my favorite dresses, I think, and there's a few modifications I made to the pattern itself, which I'll talk about later on. So the Laurie blouse in that collection as well has been one of our most popular sellers. We've restocked it twice, and we've also got another batch of those coming next week because they just keep selling as soon as they come in. And I think I'm going to make another Laurie by Dahlia Sewciety. I really like that style blouse, that open neck and that sort of 3/4 sleeve. So I think I might make another one and size down again. And talking about sizing in the Fibre Mood dress, I've got lots to talk about in that because I had to do quite a few size modifications. It really is just a matter of making a toile sometimes and getting the right fit for your body. Before I talk about this dress, I wanted to say thank you if you're a subscriber and you've come back to watch each week. We have weekly catch-ups with the new arrivals in our store at the dahliasewciety.au, which is linked in the description box as well. And I also have content episodes out each week talking about what I'm sewing or maybe what's inspiring me in the sewing world and new indie patterns as well. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would love it if you could do that. And also giving it a thumbs up does help bring other sewers like you to the channel. So thank you so much if you've taken the time to do that in the past, because it really does help the reach, the channel, the algorithm, things like that. So it's wonderful if you've done that before. So what I'm wearing today, of course, this is the Dreamscape fabric, the beautiful viscose, which was like almost like a geode crystals. I can see the rose quartz and the amethyst and almost like the silver etching. Even though it's not glittery, it looks kind of like three-dimensional. I really love the fabric. And as soon as I saw this, I thought it had to be something dreamy. And of course, Dreamscape really captured what we were looking for. So the pattern you'll see is one that I've been seeing many of you print out on A0 for many, many months. It's a very popular style-like pattern called the Harry woven dress or top. It really is a fantastic pattern. I'll put some pics so you can see in a minute. And I think it's all about the cinching in the waist with that really lovely little elastic kind of insert the front and the back. But not just that, it's got such a really lovely shape, but it's also very comfortable. I love the little pin tuck sleeve detail. It's a really nice length sleeve as well. I've made the V-neck, but you can also make it in a round neck. And I love the length of it. I haven't put the pockets in because I usually take those out. But I really like the look of the top version in the round neck as well. I think it'd be great even if you wanted to lengthen the sleeve for heading into autumn winter for a blouse with a longer sleeve coverage. I think that would be easy enough to do. But what a fabulous pattern it is. And I can see what all the hype is about. It just gives you the most amazing shape without things like zips and buttons, but having that just that piece of elastic in certain spots there. It gives you that nice silhouette, but really, really happy with it. And I think it's a pattern that I might have to investigate making more than one, especially maybe the top, which I love wearing a nice top and pair of jeans. But the box itself had some gorgeous little goodies inside with Cloud Theory Australia, and they are a confectioner in South Australia who make the most delightful little marshmallows and all fit the theme beautifully. We also had a Flora's Soaps and Oils matching soap, which was champagne, strawberries and bergamot scented, which smelled amazing. The sewing gift of the month was a Kylie in the Machine glue stick for your labels, and we also had a Kylie in the Machine label on our card, and a lovely little bergamot Earl Grey tea bag from Zoetic Teas Australia. So a gorgeous theme box, really, really dreamy, and kind of really the visualization we had really came together with that metallic rose gold tissue paper. So very, very happy with that box. So next month's box will be released on the 13th of April, so the second Sunday. It's the Sunday before Easter. So we're going to try our best to get these boxes out before Easter, but there could be, you know, a few days here and there they might be stuck in transit, so there might be a bit more of a wait on next month's box, but we're going to see how we go. If we can get them out as early as we can, we will do that. But the theme, of course, for next month is a beautiful autumnal theme called Into the Woods. And the visuals, I'll just pick up the card up here that we've kind of envisioning the darkening of the shorter days and the kind of coolish weather sort of coming on, but still has that nice autumnal feel to the weather. So not heading into deep winter fabrics or anything like that. So definitely an all year round fabric that you can wear. But yeah, I love experimenting with the seasons, the change of seasons, and seeing where the boxes lead. And it's really fun, especially with things like the edible and scented treats, which I think you're going to love this month. And also, again, we'll be doing our 3 meter and 2.5 meter boxes so that you have that choice, because that was a fabulous reception last month, our first time ever doing that. As far as our deluxe box for a designer themed fabric, we may not have one for autumn. It might have to wait till winter. We're going to see how we go, because being a designer, of course, a lot of these fabrics come from overseas. It's a matter of sourcing things that you haven't seen before, maybe designers that you're familiar with, but we haven't had the fabric in the store, because we'd like to have a special, almost exclusive fabric so that you guys won't have seen it in the store before. But yeah, that was a really fun box to put together for March, and I can't wait to show you the April box. And those months keep coming around so quickly. So before I talk about all the fabric I've got to show you, I want to show you this new pattern range that came out from Closet Core over in Canada. And of course, we've restocked the Jenna. A lot of you are waiting on the Jenna blouse and dress. Now that is a fabulous pattern. I've made the shirt before, classic style shirt. And the shirt dress looks like a fabulous one as well. Perfect for this time of year, and especially with things like your boots and cardigans. That's a perfect style thing to wear, isn't it? But what they've done, I think, is fabulous. These are two of my two of the patterns I've seen in the Closet Crew membership group last year, and thought, wow, they are amazing patterns. I've heard so much about how good this sepia pant is. And of course, Closet Core have decided to do some paper patterns in their previous crew membership pattern. So I hope there's a few more they do, especially the periwinkle dress, because that's one of my favorite shirt dresses. I almost feel guilty showing it to you guys, because I know it's, if you haven't had the membership, you won't be able to access a pattern because it is a membership only pattern. So I hope they end up releasing the periwinkle. So we will have to see. But they have released the sepia pants, which is a really stunning pair of pants. It has almost like a barrel leg style with these little pin tucks or pleats down the bottom, or the wide leg, and a great elastic waist. I'll show you the line drawings on that. But when I saw them bring this one out, I thought this is fabulous, because it's such a wonderful pattern. It looks beautiful on. Nice pocket detailing there as well. Perfect in things like light chambres and linens too. So that's fabulous to see. And the other one is this gorgeous Uzua dress. Now, if you go and head over to Closet Core's channel, Heather Lee will talk about the patterns and why they've released these in particular. But this one is like having a whole capsule wardrobe, because not only can you make just the dress with that really lovely asymmetric style tiered skirt, but you can also make it in the top or the skirt. So you can make it in a 2-piece set, which I absolutely love. I think this is a really great pattern. It gives you so many options, but that on her channel really sold it for me. I wasn't too sure about this one, but when I saw it on Heather Lou, I just thought, wow, that is a stunning little set or dress. So that's the Azure, so they are in store now. Some really exciting things have come in from Belgium, from Atelier Jupe, and I know how much you all love Atelier Jupe fabrics. And when this came in their autumn-winter range, the end of the year, we didn't get any in because we actually thought there's just too much happening with our summer and summer weight fabrics that it might not be the right time of year for it. But seeing how well those teddy fabrics sold, I know that you guys are waiting for these to come in. So we are getting more of that check teddy fabric. I'll put a pickups to remind you if you're wanting to make things like the Danny jacket or the Julia. That's beautiful, cozy fabric heading into winter. But what I love is this beautiful wool blend, the fuchsia lines, which is a stunning fabric, and they've made it in the cocoa skirt. I think it'll also be fantastic in the blazer as well, or a long line jacket, but it's also light enough that you could definitely make it into pants. Even the new Blake trousers could be really lovely in the wide leg. So if you're wanting a warmer style pair of pants, you can do that. You can definitely use this fabric. But the wool blend is just such gorgeous quality, and the color in that, they've called it a fuchsia. It's more like a kind of a burgundy. It has a two-tone color, I would say. You can see it with the black pinstripe throughout it. But the color itself is just so beautiful, and it pairs back beautifully with all the new fabrics in their range as well. I just love how they are starting to introduce some bold basic colors into their inventory in different kinds of fabrics. So you'll see their cotton, organic cottons have done really well as well. But this really lovely fuchsia wool is just stunning. Definitely the Alex coat I have made many years ago now from Atelier Jupe would be stunning in that as well. I also love, and I had to get this in as well, and we are getting more because this is just about sold out, and it basically sold in a day. We had a couple of customers jump onto this when they saw it. And this is the cotton blend from Atelier Jupe. This really stunning, now I'm not sure if it's Prince of Wales or it's not a houndstooth. It's just a really gorgeous check, really soft fabric, nice weight as well. And I love how they've made that in the Grace jacket. I think it looks really pretty. And I've only ever seen the Grace jacket done in the canvas or the cotton. So to see it in the check, it gives you more of a winter feel to it. But really lovely paired back with all their other fabrics in their collection as well. So that one is 50% cotton, 50 poly, and it is 250 GSM and 150 wide. And these are both made in Italy as well. The fuchsia wool, I'll just let you know the GSM's a little bit heavier in that one. This one's got the wool blend and it's 330 GSM, 155 wide, and also made in Italy. So if you know, of course, how beautiful Italian wool is, we do stock some beautiful wool in our store from Italy. We've got the Better Knit and the Borgo de Pazzi label, which it's a sort of chunkier wool. So if you're wanting to start doing some knitting, don't forget we also have plenty of wools in store. We've also got the Lise Taylor range of merino wools too. So it's a nice time to start thinking about doing some knitting or some crocheting. Next exciting collection, of course, is from Dashwood Studios, and I know how many Dashwood Studios fans there are. They are such popular fabrics. Their corduroy range by Sholto Drum Landrig, and it's a beautiful design corduroy. They're very retro in feel. This one's a more of a petite style floral. This is absolutely beautiful autumnal colors, and I can see this in something like the Aspen dress from Fabric Godmother, or maybe in a shacket, or the Stylark New Hampton dress they've released would be beautiful as well. There's also a really lovely Stylark dress with a pin tucking. This would be perfect. It's almost like a baby cord, so it's very fine wale. I'm going to show you up close. I think it's a 21 wale. So if you know much about corduroy, you'll know the higher the number goes, the finer the wale is in it. But the stunning quality fabrics are just a really nice weight. The GSM in those, I'll pop up on the screen because I can't remember offhand. It's 100% cotton, Eco-Tex. I'll put the GSM so you can see. So not terribly heavyweight at all, but perfect for things like pinafores, maybe even the Margot pinafore from Tammy Handmade would be beautiful in this, with layered with a turtleneck and some tights and boots. So I absolutely love these. This one's got a really lovely background, like a chocolatey background with all these beautiful fuchsia, very 70s retro color, that one. And you see, compared to the one before, the scale is a little bit bigger in design, but really lovely designed cords. These are just beautiful. And of course, Dashwood Studio, I love what they bring. They bring such vibrant prints and colors to their designs. Gorgeous cyan turquoisey color with a really 70s circle print. This one's already started to sell, but think about things like denim jackets as well, like the pillar jacket from Mason Faux would be amazing in that. Even the jacket from So Different Patterns, the Kusama jacket, how can I forget that? Kusama jacket would be beautiful in this, and you could have it lined or unlined as well. But that one is such a retro feel and really, really soft, lovely weight corduroys from Dashwood Studios. This one is on a very deep, I think it's a navy, yes, midnight color navy with the nice earthy little dainty florals throughout it as well. Really nice how that picks up that blue, the turquoise blue, so you could really pick that up underneath. But even a nice camel color jacket would be lovely over a dress, or you could even think about doing a skirt. The Blair skirt from True Bias Patterns is a fabulous one to be made in corduroy as well. I think this one could possibly be my favorite. It's got this really lovely pop of a chartreuse color throughout it. The chocolate color is so big this season. You'll see it everywhere, really embracing the browns again, which I'm quite happy about. I remember, of course, in the 70s, brown was very big, but I do remember in the mid-90s, chocolate brown was everywhere. And I actually went to a wedding. A friend of ours got married and I wore a chocolate brown color two-piece suit, little chocolate brown lace-up shoes, and a cream little camisole underneath. And it was very in at the time. I had the brown matte lipstick. So brown's been really embraced again this year. Of course, the Pantone color of the year is that mocha kind of color, but this is a very rich color for our winter. But I absolutely love that. I think that would make an amazing aspen dress, or maybe just a shirt like shacket style would be perfect for that as well. But yeah, it's a wonderful thing to sew. Don't forget, corduroy, you're going to be careful with things like the nap. This one's not so bad because it's printed, but when you have a plain corduroy and you don't follow the nap, the pile of the fabric, and you cut your pieces opposite ways, you'll never do it again. You'll do it once only and you'll never make that mistake again, because I do remember making a pair of True Bias Lander pants and I cut them the wrong way around, and when I put them on, the front of the leg was a different color to the back because of the way the nap had laid out. So definitely think about cutting things on the right nap, because yes, it's pretty upsetting when you go to let Tom make a beautiful item of clothing and you can't wear it because the color's so different. Now, we know how much we love our prints here at the Dahlia Society. We are big on prints. We love anything bold and unusual, but we also want to try and bring in some nice plain things for those of you who want to be layering and accessorizing to all of your prints you already may have. So we're trying to source some beautiful quality things heading into winter. We have got some beautiful check tartans on their way, which are a cotton blend, and there's some with cotton and linen, which we think will be fabulous. We're also waiting on our denims to come. They'll be here any day as well. We've got jegging fabric, which I think will be amazing. We've got French terries on their way. We've got sweater knit on their way with matching cuffing. So there's lots that will be happening in the next few weeks. We are in the process, of course, to move into our little warehouse, and we're up to power stage for that. So there's probably a couple more weeks to wait for that, and then we'll notice there'll be a big influx with new stock coming in. But we don't want to leave it too long, because I know a lot of you are really into sewing for your change of season, which is definitely what I'm thinking about at the moment, is what I would like to see in the wardrobe heading into autumn, winter. But this Cosette fabric is such beautiful quality. It is a velvety cotton corduroy. So the wale, of course, is a bit chunkier than the Dashwood Studios corduroy, but it is very, very soft. So it's very delicate, even though it's a bigger wale. Really soft and velvety, 100% cotton. Quality, of course, is amazing, being from France. These are all produced and made in Spain, and their quality, if anyone knows about good quality fabric, a lot of it comes from Portugal and Spain. And I think the colours in these are just amazing. You can make things like the rocket jacket from Cosette in this corduroy. You might want to make a dress in it, would be beautiful, an aspen dress from Fabric Godmother, or maybe a shacket style like the Logan from Style Arc as well. But there's so many jackets that you can make in corduroy. Just a lightweight throwover jacket I think would be perfect with a nice chunky pigeon wishes button, and we'll be restocking those any day now too. So this is a beautiful pomegranate color. Look at that amazing color, just stunning, really lovely deep Merlot color, and I think that would be so beautiful in a pinafore or a jacket as well. The colors, I don't know how you're all going to choose, because this color range, I've got the whole range in because I couldn't choose just one or two. I had to get all of them. This is the Midnight, which is a lovely ink navy color, which would be so versatile to have in the wardrobe. If you're wanting something other than black, this would be perfect, but a really nice plush feeling fabric, absolutely beautiful to work with and to wear, and I just think this range is just beautiful. I have had a couple of you asking for chunky corduroys, so they're not overly chunky, they're on the chunkier range, but I just think they're really nice to work with, and also you can make things like pants quite easily with them, so they're not too over the top. Love your greens. This is that beautiful fern color. Have a look at the color of that. That would be such a beautiful staple in the wardrobe. I love that with that rust color, which we've also got as well. It's such a good combo for this time of year for autumn. But also what looks beautiful with this color is a blush pink. So if you're not wanting something like the orange, a blush pink would be a beautiful combination with this fern green. Then we've got the brandy color, which is a really nice autumnal rust color. I'm always a bit partial to this. I love this color. It's one of my favorites, and it works really well with browns as well. Yeah, definitely think even making a shacket or a jacket out of one of these, and maybe a skirt out of one of the Dashwood Studios would be a perfect match made in heaven, wouldn't it? So that one is the brandy. Of course, we know a lot of you love that coconut denim from Cousette. So we wanted to get the vanilla color in the corduroy because it is a really practical color to have to throw on with everything if you're wanting a lighter palette for the winter wardrobe. But that is the vanilla color. I'll show you up close so you can see, but really lovely texture in between the velvet and the corduroy. I just think this is a stunning collection. We're also getting a really nice lot of plains in from Italia Brunette. Now there's a gorgeous tile print viscose that I just love anything that's plain with its self print or a texture, so that you can do a bit of layering. So if you're wanting to make a plain color dress, pants, skirt, whatever, it's nice to have something with a bit of a touch of something different as well with that texture of fabric. So we're getting that range in as well. So there's lots of new things coming in. So yeah, a lot of these of course go really, really fast, because as you see, we don't get masses of things in. We try and stock a bit of everything, but things do move really fast, especially when we show them on the channel here. And we've got a lot of lovely customers that check the website each day. And I think that's what happens now. You're getting used to looking at the new arrivals and checking out before I get on the channel, seeing what comes up as new. Things really do move quickly. So it's a very exciting time of year when all the new things start arriving in, because you start feeling that kind of wanting to make some plans and putting together maybe what you want in the wardrobe to sew up for this winter. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What was your favorite one in that collection? Are you big on sewing with corduroy, or are you waiting for those denims to come in, or maybe some more lightweight wovens? I really cannot wait to start getting the sweater knits and French terries in, because there's some beautiful ones coming. They're always very popular for sewing up for the Easter weather. And we all start thinking about getting a little bit cozier this time of year too. I'll be back here to show you my brand new makes, my India top and India dress. And I may even get a little bit more sewing done this weekend. So I can't wait to be back and showing you all of my new things I've been making. That new Cousette quilted fabric, I know a lot of you are waiting on, that has sold out. We've got more on its way. So make sure you don't forget to pop your name on the list for that, because I think there could be a bit of a trend towards sewing some quilted jackets this year. And it's definitely something I want to get my teeth into as well. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. We'll see you all next time for some brand new makes, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.